All right, what's up, my Tascam 2488 Neo hippies? This is Paige, and I'm here with a new video. This one's gonna be on the stereo bus compressor on the Tascam 2488 Neo, and there's also an EQ there too. Now, in order to access that compressor, you're gonna hit the shift button and the stereo select button, which if you look down, it says dynamics. And there we are. Now, right now, I am on the expander. So go ahead and click enter yes if you are on the expander too. And then click enter yes and you'll be on the compressor. All right. So on this compressor, I've done some wall compression just so that you can hear the difference, because my normal thing would not be to attack it that hard, and I'm doing this for YouTube so that you can hear something, because really when I compress something, I use a slight post gain. I usually just make it so that it glues together as opposed to, shuts the whole thing down. But I wanted to do this so that you can hear the difference. So here we have the song that PJ, my son, mixed down for me. And I'm going to show you the difference between the compressed signal along with showing you what it sounds like uncompressed. We're going to start off uncompressed, and then we're going to add the compression. All right, so here we go. I'm going to press play, and we're going to go for it.
Could you come bathe with me, baby? I'll set you free. My love will set you free. Come, undress my soul. Oh, oh, oh. You'll be going away from me. I don't wanna set you free. You say it's only for a little while. If that's true, then why are you crying like a child? You wanna go, I'm saying no. Why do you have to leave me? If you wanna be so far from me, then why don't you just come undress me?
Okay, so I turned it on, I turned it off. I took the post gain down because I don't want you to think that louder is better. I wanted you to hear how the compressor closes the signal in and make it sounds a little bit glued and gelled together. And when I turn it off, it sounds a little loose and, not so together. Now, since I have you here, I'm going to show you that there's also an EQ there. I did some crazy EQ so that you can hear what's going on. But normally I don't do this when I'm mixing down a song, but let's get into that also. So you're just going to click the EQ button to the right of your mix down master button. Now, as you can see, I did some drastic things here so that you can hear what's going on, because this is YouTube. And let's go back up to the switch. That is your switch. You can turn the EQ on and off right there. Now I'm just gonna press play again and show you what happens when you turn the EQ on, how you can stabilize things even more.
Would you come bathe with me, baby? I'll set you free. My love will set you free. Come, undress my soul. Oh, oh, oh. Your mother, she's the devil. She's got your will. She ain't got no man and needs what you got here. With me, baby, she's lonely. She's telling you that I'm gonna leave you, baby. She's telling you that I'm.
And if you noticed, if you just look at the EQs, you know what I went after. I went after the vocal, and the vocal typically is 2.6 and 5.5 range. I went after the vocal to pull it up, and because I'm pulling up the vocal, I'm also pulling out the hi-hats a little bit more and pulling out the cymbal work a little bit more. But you can use these two things so that you can shape your mix a little bit better. And I think this is very important that you know that these things exist, because a lot of cats that I have been talking with, they don't know that these things exist. All right, now that you have an idea of what it can do and how it can make your mix a little bit better, I'm going to show you how to get to it again. So let's get into it. I'm going to come out of here by hitting exit. I'm going to come out of here by pressing exit. And now we're going to hit shift. And now we're going to hold down shift and hit the dynamics and or select button on your stereo bus. And you're going to see that compressor come up. If you want to use the compressor, you can start customizing the compressor there. You can switch it on and off so that you can see what your changes are doing, how it's gluing it together, and you can turn it off so that you can see how it's feeling a little separate and apart. You also have the option of clicking on the EQ to shape the mix even more. There are 3 bands of EQ. You can customize them. You can do whatever you want to do. Everything is customizable here, so you can change these. Easy. And while I have you here, I'm going to show you how to do it again. So here we go. Exit out. Hold down the shift button, then press the dynamics and or select button on your stereo fader, and you're going to see that compressor come up. All right. To give your sound a little bit more shape, you can hit the EQ button and customize this area to make it sound as great as you want it to. So let's do it one more time. Hit exit. Go ahead and hold down shift and click the dynamics and or the select button on your stereo fader. And you're going to see that compressor come up. You can customize that area. And then if you want to shape your sound even more, click the EQ button. Pow. And you can customize this area. And then you can press the mix down button and record your mix. So you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for watching my video. And
It's Paige.
It's Paige.
It's Paige.